Hey there, fellow food adventurers. Welcome back to Knowledge Void, where we don't just cook food, we time travel through taste. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of spiced lamb chops, a dish that's been bringing people together for literally thousands of years. Whether you're a history buff, a spice enthusiast, or just someone who loves incredible flavors, today's episode is going to take your taste buds on a journey across continents and through millennia. Trust me, after this, your dinner parties will never be the same. Before we start cooking, let's time travel a bit. Spiced lamb isn't just delicious, it's ancient. Archaeological evidence shows humans have been combining lamb with aromatic herbs and spices for over 10,000 years. In ancient Mesopotamia, cuneiform tablets from 1700 BC already contained recipes for spiced lamb. These weren't just meals, they were offerings to gods, symbols of hospitality, and markers of status. Fast forward to the spice trade era, and lamb became the perfect canvas for showcasing exotic and expensive spices. In medieval royal courts, serving heavily spiced lamb was basically the equivalent of parking a luxury car in your driveway. It showed everyone how wealthy and connected you were. As trade routes connected civilizations, each culture developed their own signature spice blends. Mediterranean traditions embraced oregano and rosemary. Indian cuisine incorporated warming garam masala. North African cooks perfected complex ras el hanout blends, and Middle Eastern chefs mastered the art of subtle baharat spicing. And the best part? We get to taste this incredible history today. Each spice blend tells a story of cultural exchange, religious significance, and human ingenuity. How amazing is that? Spiced lamb chops aren't just food, they're cultural touchstones. In many traditions, lamb symbolizes celebration, hospitality, and deeply held religious beliefs. During Eid al-Adha, millions of Muslims around the world prepare special spiced lamb dishes. The tradition honors Prophet Ibrahim's willingness to sacrifice what was most precious to him. In Eastern Orthodox traditions, lamb features prominently in Easter celebrations, symbolizing the sacrifice of Christ. And in Jewish tradition, lamb has historical significance connected to Passover and the Exodus from Egypt. Beyond religious significance, serving spiced lamb to guests has been considered the ultimate gesture of hospitality across numerous cultures. In traditional Bedouin society, offering a guest spiced lamb wasn't just polite, it was a sacred obligation that reflected on your honor. And each region's specific spice combination is like a flavor fingerprint, instantly identifying cultural heritage and tradition. It's like having a delicious history lesson on your plate. All right, history buffs and spice lovers, let's bring these ancient traditions into our modern kitchen. I'm going to show you how to make spiced lamb chops that balance authentic techniques with ingredients you can actually find. Here's what we'll need. 8 lamb chops, about 1 inch thick. 3 tablespoons olive oil. For garlic, cloves, minced. Fresh herbs, 1 tablespoon each of rosemary and thyme. Our spice blend, 1 teaspoon each of cumin and coriander, 1/2 teaspoon each of cinnamon and smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne, 1 teaspoon kosher salt, 1/2 teaspoon black pepper, 1 lemon for zest and serving. First, let's create our spice blend. I'm using a mortar and pestle because it releases the oils in a way electric grinders just can't match. This technique goes back thousands of years. Sometimes the old ways really are the best. These aromas would have been instantly recognizable to someone in ancient Persia, medieval Morocco, or a traditional Indian kitchen. We're literally connecting with our ancestors through scent. Now we'll add our olive oil, garlic, and herbs to create a paste. The oil helps the flavors penetrate the meat and keeps it moist during cooking. Next, we'll thoroughly rub this mixture into our lamb chops. Don't be shy here, really work it in. Ideally, you'd let these marinate for 4 to 8 hours, but even 2 hours will give you amazing flavor. After marinating, it's crucial to let your chops come to room temperature for about 30 minutes before cooking. This ensures even cooking and tender results. Now for the exciting part. We'll cook these over medium-high heat for about 3 to 4 minutes per side for medium rare. Can you imagine this sound and smell in an ancient Middle Eastern marketplace or a medieval European castle kitchen? Some experiences truly are timeless. Always let your chops rest for at least 5 minutes before serving. This allows the juices to redistribute throughout the meat. I'm serving these with a traditional couscous with dried fruits and fresh herbs. The sweetness pairs perfectly with our savory, spiced lamb. Just look at that gorgeous color. The spices have created a beautiful crust while keeping the inside perfectly juicy. The warmth of the cumin and coriander, that hint of cinnamon, the fresh brightness from the herbs, it's a perfect harmony of flavors. What amazes me is how these simple ingredients create something so complex and satisfying. No wonder this dish has stood the test of time across so many cultures. Whether you're making these spiced lamb chops for a special celebration or just a Tuesday night dinner, you're participating in a culinary tradition that has brought people together for millennia. Food isn't just sustenance, it's a living connection to our shared human history. When you prepare these spiced lamb chops, you're not just cooking dinner, you're keeping cultural traditions alive and creating memories around your own table. I'd love to know about your family traditions with lamb or special spice blends that have been passed down through generations. Share your stories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this culinary journey, please hit that like button and subscribe for more historical food adventures. Until then, remember what our ancestors have known for thousands of years. Good food shared with others is one of life's greatest treasures. See you next time on Knowledge Void.